Hello and welcome to another video. On today's video we're gonna be cooking one of those recipes that takes 3 hours to prepare and 5 minutes to toss together. So let's go. We're gonna be making fried rice. This recipe is not vegan. I'm gonna add chicken and eggs, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, those are the only things that make it not vegan. So you can literally just remove the chicken and eggs and make it vegan if you want, or remove the chicken and make it vegetarian. I've done this once and it was amazing. So this is the second time I'm doing this recipe. Also, because it's one of those that then you just toss everything together, I find it easier to have everything prepared before instead of chopping, adding. I usually do like that because it saves time and dishes. But in this one, it's much easier to have everything together. So I'm gonna start chopping and I'm gonna put everything in bowls and plates and whatever, and then we're gonna start going. So the first thing we're gonna do is make some rice so it's ready, because we need the rice to be cooked. So let's go. I've already shared how I do rice. I do olive oil. And then I'm gonna do the measure of the rice. For this recipe, I use an entire mug. So I'm gonna fill a mug with rice. And then I'm going to use 2 mugs of water. Meanwhile, I'm going to add to the rice some garlic and some onion granules. Again, you can use real garlic and real onion if you want, but I'm already cooking so many things that I can't be bothered to doing this as well. Now I'm gonna wait for it to boil, and while I'm waiting I'm gonna put some salt on top. So this is usually double of what I usually do, so I'm gonna put double salt. I don't mix the salt and I just leave it on top. I'm gonna wait for the water to start boiling, and then I'm gonna cover the pot, lower the temperature, and let it do its thing for 10-12 minutes. On to the chopping. I'm gonna start by chopping carrots. There's not really any quantities for this. Basically, you just do as much as little of how much you like. Now let's do onions. Usually I would use like one really big one. I have 3 here. I don't know if I'm gonna use 3 or just 2 because they're very small. So I'm gonna do 2 first, and then I'm gonna decide depending on how much onion I have. Onion done. Now let's do garlic and ginger. That's everything that needs chopping and preparation. Now we're gonna do the meat with the sauce. So like I said, I'm gonna use chicken, and I'm gonna leave here a timestamp if you guys want to skip the bit where I'm preparing the chicken. I already have it chopped off, but I'm gonna be touching it and doing things to it to make the sauce. If you want to skip that part, then go to this timestamp. Now let's do the chicken. This is 1.5 chicken breasts. I'm gonna cut it into smaller pieces. You wanna make sure your chicken pieces are really small, because this whole dish is bite size. So you don't want anything that will either leave people with their mouths full or that will require a knife. Now to the chicken, we're gonna add salt, pepper, soy sauce. You can measure it. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And corn flour. Now I'm gonna mix all this together. As always, I'm gonna cook using my wok. I think it's the easiest way because it's gonna be a lot of food at the end. So start by putting some olive oil in the pan. And we're gonna start by frying the chicken. After that, we're gonna remove the chicken, so prepare yourself a clean plate. Okay, again, I'm gonna cook chicken. If you wanna skip ahead, go to this timestamp and it will be the next step after the chicken. Let's go.